Hello and welcome to today's video. My name is Sabrina, and this week we will be doing a challenge I've seen a few people do on here already, and that is the letting a number generator pick how many hours I read in a week. I'll be doing it a little bit differently. I'm going to do it like instead of up to 12 hours, I only do up to 6 hours. And one of the reasons why I want to do this is because for the past month or so, really been struggling on giving myself time to read and enjoy my hobbies. I'm a stay-at-home wife, so it's not necessarily that I don't have time to read. It's just more of like I don't allow myself time to read. When I don't allow myself to sit and relax, it kind of creates this domino effect and it makes my fibromyalgia worse. I'm hoping that by the end of this challenge, I can learn how to really be able to have a better balance of giving myself space to do the things that I want and not be so hard on myself about it. I'm going to start off with the Dragon Republic. I think I'm on chapter 3 now. Not quite sure, but I have book club tonight, so I won't really get any reading done. I think we're going to be watching Longlegs tonight as well, which I'm really excited because Longlegs is one of my favorite movies. But yeah, enough yapping. Let's go ahead and get started on the book. Hello, I'm here with a little update. So, yesterday I didn't get to read the full 4 hours like I was supposed to. So, what I decided to do was the extra time got added onto for today. So, this morning I read whatever I couldn't read yesterday. I'm currently on chapter 9 of The Dragon Republic, and I also started listening to Two Can Play by Hazelwood as an audiobook. I wasn't really planning on listening to any audiobooks that were not part of my physical TBR. I was scrolling around on Hoopla looking for something to listen to, and it came up. So I'm actually enjoying it. It's probably my favorite Ali Hazelwood book. It's got that classic girl who's interested in a guy, and the guy's acting all standoffish and weird, but he's actually interested in her, but he won't tell her that he's interested in her. But it's basically that whole miscommunication trope that I absolutely hate, but somehow Ellie Hazelwood just does it in a way that I eat it up and I absolutely adore it. So yeah, I've got about, I think, an hour left of the audiobook. I do have plans tonight, so hopefully the time that comes up when I do the spin the wheel generator is not going to be too long. I don't want to create a habit where every single day I'm spinning the wheel, the time keeps getting added onto the next day. But yeah, that's it for the update, so I'll be back later. Hello, it's time for another update. I've got 3 hours and 40 minutes left on my timer. I'm really just going to be continuing reading the Dragon Republic. Basically, with like what's going on in the story is there are the Hesperians, I think I'm saying it wrong, and they're conducting experiments on Ren because they want to understand what makes her tick. So I'm going to just continue reading. I don't have any plans for tonight, so I'm going to go back to reading and I will see you later. Hello. So yesterday I didn't film an update, so I'm going to do that now and also kind of wrap up today's video. 2 days ago, I didn't read the full 6 hours, so I read whatever I had left behind the previous day and moved that into yesterday. I ended up staying awake until like 2 a.m., close to 2 a.m., I think, finishing up the time so I wouldn't have to do it again today. I finished reading The Dragon Republic and I gave it 5 stars. This was a reread for me. The first time I read it, I also gave it 5 stars. If you don't already know, the Poppy War is a fantasy retelling of the Second Sino-Japanese War. For the Dragon Republic, it really goes into the conflict of having English missionaries coming into China and building up connections with people who want to get into a higher position of power and what that does for other people who don't want to leave behind their ways. Also, the harshness that they faced. The main character, Ren, goes through a lot of this. She already faced a lot of backlash for her skin color, even amongst the country that she was living in. Then having these missionary people come in and try to make her feel less than and feel even more suppressed than she was already being treated. If you are wanting to read this series, I highly recommend looking at the trigger warnings because it is quite extensive. I'm currently listening to City of Brass. I don't remember what percentage of City of Brass I got to last night, but I was listening to an audiobook while I was playing video games on my Switch. I am enjoying it. It's good, but I'm not in love with it. I'm not obsessed over it. I'm at like past the 50% mark. I think I'm about 65% of the way through. And I saw a lot of reviews on Goodreads of people wanting to DNF it by the 50% mark, but they're really glad they pushed through because the ending was amazing. So that's a bit difficult for me because I usually give a book until the 50% mark. And if I'm not enjoying it by then, I DNF it because chances are I might like the ending, but it's not going to make me enjoy the book even more because I rather enjoy the book in its entirety rather than only like 20% of it, if that makes sense. I'm going to finish it. I'm just already kind of thinking like I probably won't even finish the series, to be honest, which is quite disappointing because I was really looking forward to reading this. But what I did want to at least walk away from this by the end was being able to schedule time to read and enjoy my hobbies. And I do feel like I was able to accomplish that, thankfully. But yeah, that's going to conclude today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day and happy reading. See you next time.